Hi everyone. Today we're going to talk about a new book, and it is called The Girl Who Drew Butterflies: How Maria Marin's Art Changed Science. Did you know in the 1600s people thought that butterflies and other insects just spontaneously generated? This means that they thought that they just sprung out of the grass or deceased animals. They just appeared. And they actually called butterflies spring birds. But Maria was fascinated as she was a young girl in Germany in the 1600s, and she was fascinated with insects. She also happened to be an incredible artist, and she learned that from her stepfather. But in Germany in the 1600s, young girls only had one job, and that was to help take care of the home and learn how to be a homemaker for the family. And at age 14, she was actually considered an adult and was of marrying age. But that was not her interest. Her interest was insects and how they came to be. Galileo was one of the first scientists who thought that they just, again, spontaneously grew. And other people at the time thought that insects were a beast of the devil. Anything with wings or anything that flew. But she just did not believe this. She thought that they were fascinating and beautiful, and she had a wide collection of insects that she made. For the teachers and for the children, she first and foremost was an incredible artist. The book is beautifully illustrated. This is one of her pictures of a beautiful red flower. She would also find ways to put insects in her pictures. To kind of sneak them in with the work that she was supposed to be producing. At the time, it was only her flowers that people were interested in. But for us also, there's a wonderful mixture of her beautifully illustrated artwork and actual photographs that document her findings for us and scientists today. At the time, she was the very first individual that documented the metamorphosis from egg to larva to pupa to butterfly. And she did this with an incredible amount of work, studying the butterflies, finding the eggs. She just put her heart and soul into it, and she spent her life dedicated to making this information available to everybody. This book has beautiful illustrations, such as where she's from, this map of Europe. It has a wonderful glossary and for fellow teachers, educational ideas. I also love it because there are several of these in here. This is actual excerpts from her journal and her thoughts on her findings and the things that she believed in and she knew to be true. This is technically a beautiful visual biography and would fit well into your nonfiction category. Also, there are some incredible vocabulary words here, words that I was not familiar with, such as instar and being one of the 4 stages of the life cycle. There it talks about expanding. So along with the biography, there's a lot of information here that children will be fascinated to learn. One of the facts that I learned that I just shared with my colleagues was that, did you know that butterflies, when they're larvae and they go into their pupa, their muscles liquefy and go down to the cellular level, and they create new cells to grow legs and thorax and abdomen. I had no idea. That's some of the information that came directly from this book. I hope you enjoy it. It's a beautiful book. Take your time, read it, absorb it, learn something new. Thanks so much.